Hello. Dramatic beginning for a dramatic program. I'm Tamara Baker, and I'm the summer go-to person on the Carolina Hunger Initiative team. Been doing this work for a long time, and we're really happy to see all of you here today. We have so much to celebrate around summer nutrition for kids and teens. As the video shared, USDA announced last January that summer nutrition programs for kids would be branded to tell families across the nation about the many options for fueling their children when school is out for the summer. And 2024 marked the start of our newest federal nutrition program and the first permanent nutrition program added in decades. It's called Sunbucks. Cynthia Irvin in the seat back here, who most of you know and love, and who retired in December, directed this program in North Carolina last year, and has now turned the torch over to Jaquita Smallwood Hicks with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. I welcome Jaquita to the stage. She's going to tell us all about Sunbucks in our state, and there's a lot of promise for the program in 2025.
Hello and good morning. Sunbucks provides grocery buying benefits for families to buy healthy meals and snacks during the summer. Also known as Summer EBT or SEBT, a one-time payment of $120 per eligible child is provided on a debit-like card. In 2024, in North Carolina, Sunbucks provided essential nutrition to 1.1 million children. Yes, something to celebrate, right? Through the distribution of nearly $130 million in grocery buying benefits for the summer months. This initiative not only met the critical needs of our youth, but also energized North Carolina's economy with an estimated $200 million boost. These outcomes underscore the profound impact of our collective efforts.
Thank you so much, Jaquita. This is great news. And this slide tells you about these numbers. And we hope you'll go to the summermealsfornckids.org website and look up these profiles on the county by county basis. Each county is described how the programs work for all of Sun branding. And there's also the statewide profile, which you see a snippet of it here. 2024 marked the second year of a new way of providing summer meals called Sun Meals to Go. It joins the traditional way of providing on-site meals, now rebranded as Sun Meals. The North Carolina Department of Public Instruction administers both Sun programs, and I welcome Lynn Prevette with NCDPI to the stage. While she's coming, in the spirit of community, let's recognize the team of people from both state agencies who are dedicated to growing the Sun programs. There's a photo of them, and I ask you to please stand. Please stand together if you're on the state Sun team. It's a big group of you. Vernell, yes, all of you. And you DPI people out here who work on summer nutrition, Ivy in the back, I see several of you. I just want to give a big shout out, Cynthia, you could stand too. You are definitely part of this community. Let's make some noise for this hardworking group that's laying the groundwork and nurturing strong groups to assure North Carolina kids and teens to get the fuel they need in the summer. Now let's hear from Lynn about the Sun programs at NCDPI. But before we do, one more picture. Great. You may recognize some of the people in this picture. This veggie theme can go a long way. Did we mention we like to make summer super fun? You may recognize a familiar face in the center. That's Ray, the Department of Public Instruction mascot for North Carolina, now for a few years, and he's still around, and we love Ray. And to the left of Ray is Sunny. Yes, that's me incognito. That is an inflatable, affordable, and portable costume you can get for your program. We'll hope you'll join us at Summerpalooza, our statewide summer nutrition program planning session in the fall, and that's where these costumes appeared most recently. Lynn?
Thank you, Tamara. Hi, everyone. An important goal is to help families and their children ages 18 and younger locate and participate in the other summer nutrition programs available at no cost to them, Sun Meals and Sun Meals to Go. Through Sun Meals, kids and teens can eat meals and snacks on site and engage in fitness activities and educational enrichment during the summer at schools, camps, parks, and other neighborhood locations. In rural areas where it may be difficult to access and participate in on-site meals, Sun Meals to Go may be available for pickup or delivery. You may not know, most of our state is rural, so this new opportunity is a game changer for families. Last summer, DPI approved, as Rachel mentioned, 175 on-site summer nutrition program sponsors and 33 Sun Meals to Go sponsors at almost 3,000 meal sites. Through these community partnerships, community and school sites served over 4.2 million meals across the state. Next, I'm very excited that we will hear from two of those Sun Meals to Go sponsors, the first in Eastern North Carolina and the second in the West. Thank you.
My name is Amy Hobbs, and I'm the Director of Food Services at the YMCA of Southeastern North Carolina. Our food program is a federally funded program sponsored by the USDA. Basically, we are reimbursed for all the meals that we serve for our kids by the US government. So summer 2024, we finally got to do what I have dreamed about. And with the SFSP program, we were able to reach beyond the walls of the Y for Royal non-congregate meals. And we had 5 locations this summer. One in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is in Brunswick County. We had 3 locations in Pender County and at the Paul's Place hot dog place in Rocky Point. We so underestimated what was going to happen this summer, but we were able to reach thousands of kids with meals. We were giving them boxes that had 7 days of breakfast and 7 days of lunches, and they were able to pick that up and take that home for a week.
I'm raising 3 grandchildren, and we live on a fixed income. It's just myself and them. I mean, this is great for us because we don't get no help.
Oh, I think it's the greatest things because when you're keeping little children when they're not in school, then you got to be finding them some snacks, and they eat one snack and they be right ready for some more snacks. And this program they got going on here helps so much.
That is just a tidbit of what we did this summer. And my name is Amy Hobbs, and I'm the Director of Food Services at Southeastern North Carolina, at the YMCA of Southeastern North Carolina. I guess that's kind of important. And we are a community organization, and I'm really thrilled that this is the theme that we have this year, to have that community organization impact with this program. I want to introduce you to, this is Karen Rodriguez Ayala. And she was my intern, and I could not have done summer last year without her. But she was an intern provided to me by No Kid Hungry and Carolina Hunger Initiative. She applied for that internship, and it was phenomenal. We could not have done what we did. So I wanted her to take an opportunity to kind of tell us a little bit about what she learned and the benefits of this program. Karen?
Hi, everybody. I'm grateful to be able to come and speak in front of you guys and just give you a little bit of insight of our experience throughout the summer. So I believe that this program was very important because we were able to impact the daily lives of children throughout Southeastern North Carolina across 3 different counties. And not only being able to help the kids, we were also able to help the families as well. So each day we provided them with 2 meals a day, and we were also able to help out the financial situations that families were going through, such as like grandparents, parents themselves, single parents, uncles, aunts, you name it. There was nobody that was kind of like left out of food insecurity, because everybody from any walk of life experiences food insecurity. So not only were we able to help out kids, families, we were also able to build partnerships within our communities to be able to use the resources that already exist in our communities. So being able to have the Carolina Hunger Initiative, No Kid Hungry, partner with the Southeastern, with the YMCA of Southeastern North Carolina, we were able to use the knowledge that Amy Hobbs has about CACFP and SFSP to be able to implement the program that we did, because it is kind of a beast to do throughout the summer in the heat, and it being the first time that this happened in the locations that it did, we were able to learn about what worked, what didn't work, and what we could do to improve it for this upcoming summer. But throughout the summer, we knew that we would have to establish trust in all of these communities, although we know that sometimes that can be hard, knowing that we're so spread out, being in Brunswick County, Sampson County, and Pender County. Throughout the weeks, we were able to build trust and build connections with the people that we saw every week, so that they would feel safe to be able to come back and know that they're not going to be in a place where they're going to be judged, because that is very fundamental to a program like this working. Because if people feel judged, they're not going to want to come back. They're not going to be. We wanted to take that stigma away, so that the only thing they had to worry about is coming and picking up a box, so that they didn't have to worry about their kids and what their kids are going to eat the next day. So throughout the summer, we built a lot of connections with a lot of people, and we kept receiving feedback about, are you guys going to be here next summer? Are you guys going to be here throughout the year? We really would like for a program like this to exist throughout the whole year, or come back next summer. So knowing that a program like this really did impact so many people's lives, we just wanted to come back and spread out as much as we can, with also building up our volunteers that we're hoping to have, and also knowing that the amount of work that goes into working throughout the summer outside, it's a lot of heavy lifting, but literally actually heavy lifting. But we were more than willing to do it, and even though we hit hiccups across the time that we were working in the summer, we were always able to manage to be there and be present for the people that needed us. And that's one thing that I appreciate about this opportunity. I was able to be placed where I was needed. Whenever I went to different locations, I appreciated the fact that I'm bilingual, so I'm able to help out people in situations that sometimes they don't feel comfortable in. And I saw how brave people were just being able to come and seek out resources for their kids, even if they didn't know the language, or they didn't know that someone was going to be there. So I thought it was very important to just kind of be that person for them and show them that they're seen, they're respected, and they're valued. And if they needed help, I was always glad to interpret or translate whenever possible, because I know what that's like, having had family where I know that's something that they look for. I just wanted to be that person as well. So some things that I learned throughout this experience is we have to be willing to try new things, new ideas, and see what works and what didn't work. And we're looking forward to trying some of those new ideas that we've been thinking about with like marketing and just new ways of doing, potentially like drive-through for the heat so that people don't have to be outside as long. But I learned that to be able to operate this, we have to be able to rely on each other and just kind of like trust each other to just do what needs to be done. And I believe that a program like this helps alleviate stress, not only on the kids, but also the families, so that they can have a better time with each other. Because I know sometimes that stress can put a lot of pressure on just living your day-to-day life. So I think that having a program like this is essential for not only the nutritional health for kids and families, but also the mental health that needs to be addressed as well.
Thank you. So I'm excited about this summer, and I'm so glad that some of DPI is here because I'm working on my application. I promise to have it submitted on time. We're really excited because last summer we had 5 rural non-congregate locations, and they were in 3 different counties. We had 3 in Pender County, 1 in Sampson County, and 1 in Brunswick County. New Hanover County, which is where I reside, isn't rural. So it's all about the beach and the city of Wilmington. So, but yeah, that was worth a shake. But anyway, we have, this summer, we are hoping to have 3 more locations approved. So we'll have 3 in Brunswick County, and then we will have 1 in Sampson County, 3 in Pender County. What am I missing? 3 more. Huh? Oh, in Harnett County. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. So we really are expanding. But one of the things that we're trying to do is think creatively this summer. So I don't know, how many of y'all, with a raise of hands, how many of y'all have ever been to the Isaiah Festival Parade in Wilmington, North Carolina? Not very many of you. That's tragic. You should come. It's the first weekend in April. And one of the things that we've decided to do is I went ahead and registered. You see this? Oh, it's gone. The van picture. We have this brand new van we just got branded. I was able to buy that because of the grant funding I received from No Kid Hungry and the Carolina Hunger Initiative. And I just got it branded, and it says Food for All if you can't see that. But I'm gonna drive that in the parade on the first weekend in April. Y'all should come. We're gonna give out keychains that we've had printed up that look like that van. And on the back of that is gonna be a QR code. And the QR code will take the people that get handed that keychain, take them to our website that will let them know. So last summer, just a little side story, last summer, our van it broke down, okay? We had a moment and it broke down. And we were scrambling and we were late to one of our locations by 30 minutes. And we didn't have any way to let anybody know what was going on. So the plan this year is to have everything updated with that QR code. So if we have a hiccup with our van, if we have something going on, they'll have that keychain on their keys that they're driving to that site. And they'll just be able to, well, why aren't they here? Oh, let me see. Oh, the van's broke down. They'll be here in 30 minutes. So that's the plan. So we're trying to be creative this summer, trying to think outside the box. We are partnering with a community hub that's in Brunswick County, where we're going to be able to do that drive-up, pick-up meal service. And we're super excited about that because that's going to have the big impact that we're hoping for this summer. My goal has always been feed one more kid. And together with this community organization and with you, with your school nutrition programs, partner together. Don't forget that you have community organizations that can support what you are doing. You may not have the staff, because when I communicated with some of my child nutrition directors in my surrounding communities, that was one of the big issues, was we really don't have the staff to do this. We can't really go and do this. And they were excited that the Y was going to take on some of that task. So let me encourage you, reach out. You may not know that you've got a community organization that's close by somewhere here in the state that would be like, yeah, man, we'll get on board with that. They don't understand. Some of them don't understand. And so I want you to reach out, reach beyond the walls of just your school cafeteria, okay? Think about those community organizations. And if you're a community organization here in this room, how can you support your school cafeteria staff? How can you do this so that we can all feed one more kid? All right.
Transylvania County Schools serves about 3,300 students, pre-K through 12th grade. During the summer food service program, we operate 18 different summer sites. These children are mostly homebound, generally staying with grandparents while their parents are working, generally have very low income, so the service is very, very important to their families. Crosman is a very small, rural community, and the children that we serve in this community are mostly homebound, and they have limited access to our other meal sites, or may not be attending summer programs within the county. Every day, Monday through Thursday, from 11 to 2, we take the transit that we purchased using the No Kid Hungry funds we received through the grant, and we serve children at their homes a hot lunch and a breakfast for the next day.
Thank you. What a great video. Thank you to Carolina Hunger Initiative for putting that together for us. Good morning, and thank you for having us. My name is Jeanette Broda. I'm the Director for School Nutrition Services at Transylvania County Schools, and this is Sophia Ogawa. She is a Brevard College undergrad student finishing up in May, and also an employee of our department. And Sophia also came to us through the internship through No Kid Hungry this past summer, and she liked us so much, she just wanted to stay. So first, I'm going to provide a brief overview of our program, and specifically our non-congregate meal sites, more specifically the home delivery route. And then Sophia is going to share her experience with our staff on the home delivery route this past summer. So Transylvania County Schools is a rural community in western North Carolina. We are a school system of 9 schools serving 3,300 students. 81% of those students are eligible for free and reduced price meals. We offer a free breakfast and meal program, lunch program through the CEP, the Community Eligibility Program. And in the summer, we offer the Summer Food Service Program. Last summer, we ran 16 congregate meal sites and 3 non-congregate meal sites. So in our planning last year for summer, we realized we were not meeting our children, most of our children's needs through the congregate traditional meal programs. These children live with families who face lack of affordable housing, lack of employment opportunities. They live in remote living conditions. They all have transportation challenges. A lot of our families live at least 15 miles away from the local grocery store, and also facing rising food costs. Our decision to operate non-congregate meal sites was to ensure that all of our children in our community had access to nutritious meals, especially those facing those barriers. So what do? You meet the needs of our community. We were doing the right thing, so we established 2 convenient meal pickup locations, one in Brevard and one in Rosman. And at those sites, we offered hot lunches and breakfast for the next day, Monday through Thursday. And on Thursdays, our families could take with them weekend meals. And also, we developed a home delivery route. All 3 of these sites provided flexible and accessible meal options throughout the summer for our families. We promoted our non-congregate meal sites through word of mouth, social media, radio ads, and through our schools and local community organizations. I'm also going to add next year QR codes, and we will be in the parade. Those are excellent ideas. So by late June of last summer, because of these efforts, we were delivering meals to 133 children on our home delivery route, and on average serving 90 meals at our meal pickup sites. So I'm going to dive into the home delivery route a little deeper. This operation was possible for 2 reasons. No Kid Hungry provided us a grant to purchase a transit vehicle. This transit vehicle was necessary because our families live on very rough and rocky mountainous roads, and we needed a reliable and durable vehicle for our staff so that they could drive it comfortably. Also, secondly, our dedicated school nutrition staff. I cannot emphasize enough how invaluable our staff were to the success of this home delivery route. They took initiative with dedication and consistency, ensuring children receiving meals no matter the challenges. They were out there in the rain, they were out there in the scorching summer heat. So in total, we served over 33,000 meals last summer. 41% of those came from our non-congregate meal sites. Our program operated from the very first day of summer to the very last day. It was very important to us to ensure consistent access to our nutritious meals for our children and to provide a consistent income and employment for our staff during the summer. Here is a statement from a school nutrition team member on her experience last year working at our non-congregate sites. She said, "It is a great opportunity to not only feed our students, but to connect with them and their families as well. We live in an area that is no stranger to struggling, and the people here truly appreciate the efforts that go into ensuring there is access to meals for their children during the summer." Our community was also hit by Hurricane Helene. Despite most of our staff members being without power and water for up to 21 days, we were able to come together and find a way to help our children in our community. Thankfully, not all of our schools were affected, so we were able to pull our resources together and prepare and delivered meals to our students. Using the same home delivery route model, our school nutrition department mobilized on Monday, September 30th, which was 3 days after the hurricane, and prepared meals for the children in our community. We provided a hot lunch and breakfast for the next day, beginning Tuesday, October 1st through October 14th, weekends included. And during this time, we served over 3,000 meals countywide. Again, this operation could not be possible without the daily dedication of our school nutrition team, their unwavering commitment to the welfare of the children in our community. We are incredibly proud of their efforts, and we are already looking and planning ways to expand our summer operation next year. So now Sophia is going to tell her story.
Good morning. We all know how important this program work can be. That's why we're all here today. But I want to share one of the biggest things that I have learned during my time with Transylvania County Schools. One of the biggest things I've learned is consistency and dedication to a cause. The school nutrition staff, especially those involved in the summer feeding program, embodied this mindset every single day they showed up to work. They showed unwavering commitment to fulfilling a basic necessity that a lot of us can sometimes take for granted. This consistency and reliability, each and every day they were efficient, prompt, and most importantly, they had a smile on their face. This consistency and reliability was apparent, especially in the non-congregate home delivery program. The dependability mindset fostered great trust between school nutrition staff and children, and these kids were so confident in the trust in this relationship that some even started to wait on their porches outside at the times they knew the meals would be delivered. I'm fortunate enough to have seen firsthand the importance of programs such as these. Not only is it feeding children, but it also strengthens the sense of community between staff, students, parents, and community members. Loyalty and devotion to the community were notable even within the simplest parts of the process, such as advertising. I vividly remember a conversation with one of the community members one day as I was putting up posters for our non-congregate programs. After explaining our mission, she got really excited and told me all of these families that she knew that would benefit from the program, and she immediately took the initiative to spread the word. It was a very small but very, very powerful reminder of how deeply people care for one another in Transylvania County. Transitioning from my position as an intern to a staff member allowed me to see how these goals are exemplified each day. Even further, the establishment of these programs also allowed for resilience in times of crisis, especially after the devastating effects of Hurricane Helene. I have learned so much in my time with Transylvania County Schools, and I've especially learned so much from Ms. Broda. But at the end of the day, I'm just a 22-year-old college student who has been blessed with the opportunity to serve a community that has been so gracious to me. And that, above all, has been the greatest lesson I have learned.
I want to say thank you to both of our meal sponsors who worked so hard in the summer months. Let's give them a round of applause and make some noise with your shakers. Thank you so much to both of your teams and the hard work you do. In North Carolina, the western part of the state and the eastern part of the state are some of the hardest hit areas for poverty, and we are really concerned about making sure that everything we can do everything we can possibly do is done in those areas to feed those children, especially during the summer months when the meals that they rely on during the school year are no longer available to them. And I'll bring back to this slide for Transylvania County to again remind you, please look at the bottom, summermealsfornckids.org, and then if you'll add /profiles to the end of it, you can go to the page that will tell you exactly what happens in the summer months in your county. It may be in your county you have one meal sponsor, like in Transylvania County, that serves the meals. It may be that you have 5 or 6 meal sponsors, but all that information is captured in those county profiles. Use them. They are valuable advocacy tools. You can print it out. It's designed to be printed on the front and back as a one-pager. You hand to your local mayor. You hand to your legislator in the General Assembly. You hand to your legislator in Washington. Important decisions are being made that impact all of these programs, and we just encourage you to make sure that you have the tools you need. Very importantly, you see that box on the top that says need? There are 27,005 students in Transylvania County in the public school. We just heard a lot about the fate of those children and how there is so much need in the area. 81% of them are eligible for free and reduced price meals. That's just an indicator. Did you know that statewide, 70% of the students in our North Carolina public schools are now eligible for free and reduced price meals? Again, an important indicator. That number is bigger than it was last year. It is not getting smaller, the number is getting larger. And we all know we have concerns about so many things with our economy right now. Let's make sure that we have the tools we need to advocate for these children. You are their voice. Please be their voice. Please speak up for them. Use these tools. Go and tell the people making decisions about your lives and about your community's lives that your community matters. Tell them we matter, and we're speaking up for these kids. They need these programs. And I just thank you all for listening, and hope you will do that. I encourage you, if you'll see me at the end of the day, if you've come and seen your profile, then I want you to use it, and I'll be glad to talk to you about some specific ways we can be helpful with you in sharing that information. Thank you.